Hi everyone, this is Grant Harville, back with another Conductor in Quarantine video for you. It's been a while, but that's in part because I haven't really been in quarantine the last few months. But I'm back. If the Canadian government is listening, I have not gone anywhere and I am safely at home. I thought I'd do some kind of seasonally appropriate Bach chorales for you this time around, and I'm going to start with what is maybe Bach's most famous and beloved chorale. That's the number 140, Wachet auf, ruft uns die Stimme, Wake Up, a voice calls to us. One that is based on the tale of the wise virgins who keep their lamps burning in the night in anticipation of their bridegroom. Of course, this is a parable for the second coming of Jesus. But it also, this sort of sense of anticipation makes it a popular choice for Advent time as well. And in fact, with a little bit of sleuthing, we can find out exactly when it was first performed. This text is intended for the 27th Sunday of Trinity, and that's a rare one that only happens when Easter is quite early. So it didn't happen all that often in Bach's lifetime, so we can trace it to 1731, and it would have been performed just before Advent, November 25th that year. The chorale tune that happens 3 times during the course of the piece. It's a 7-movement cantata, and it's sort of, the chorale is symmetrically arranged in the first part, the 4th part, and the 7th. So sort of beginning, middle, and end is where you hear the chorale melody. And in fact, one of the most famous tunes from Bach's cantata repertoire, one of his most famous tunes really from any repertoire, is actually the counterpoint to the chorale melody that happens in that middle movement, movement 4. You may know it. That one, again, maybe a familiar one to you. As always, my performance will be of the actual chorale, the one that happens in sort of 4 parts like a hymn, which happens in its usual final 7th position. And this would be, as I say, the 3rd verse of this hymn, the first 2 happening in movements 1 and 4. So what are we talking about here? We are saying, Gloria sei dir gesungen mit Menschen und englischen Zungen. Gloria be sung to you by human and angelic tongues, with harps and with cymbals, mit Harfen und mit Zimbeln schon. Von 12 Perlen sind die Pforten an deiner Stadt. Wir sind Konsorten der Engel hoch deinen Thron. That means the gates are made of 12 pearls to your city, the gates to your city. We are consorts of the angels high around your throne. Kein Auge hat je gespürt, no eye has yet perceived. Kein Ohr hat je gehört, no ear has yet heard. Solche Freude, such joy. Des sind wir froh, io, ewig in dulci jubilo. Thus we are happy, hooray, hooray, eternally in sweet joy. And I think one of the reasons this is such a popular one is that it does have this kind of sense of just sort of overflowing joy, of radiating happiness. You know, very few of these chorales have these interjections like EO, where you're basically just shouting this kind of meaningless word that's just sort of, again, your ecstasy is just getting the better of you a little bit. And that's just a really good feeling. You'll notice in the way that it's set in the chorale that it goes up to this high G, which is the highest note that you hear during the course of the chorale. So here it is, as always. I'll play it once by itself and then sing along the second time. Hope you like it. es sind wir.